Here comes a new challenger! Go! All the Dead Rising heroes are back and kicking it old school in an all-new Dead Rising 3 arcade adventure!
Lots of stuff going on in the world of Dead Rising 3. We're catching up with John here at E3 to find out a little bit more about it. First of all, you announced a few days back that Dead Rising 3 is coming out on PC. It's one of the big times here for Capcom at the show floor. What's different about the game on PC, and what kind of work went into this version of it?
So yeah, we're very, very happy to bring Dead Rising 3 to PC gamer fans. Me personally, I'm a PC gamer and I love playing my games on PC. With Dead Rising, we've brought that crazy open world zombie action that people have been loving on the Xbox One to the PC, with things that PC gamers come to expect, like a lot of really nice graphical options, you know, resolution that supports anything your monitor supports, and you know, bindable different key bindings that you can customize. So it really feels like the best version of the game, and it feels like a true PC version and not just some port that we just kind of, you know, sent out the door.
I guess you're not as limited to like in terms of the user interface with what you can combine and stuff when you have a keyboard. Is that something you worked on to make it sort of more customizable?
Yeah, sure. I mean, certainly, I think where you see that is navigating menus and kind of when you open up your locker to get weapons and stuff, you can just kind of click on whatever you want to equip, and that's no problem. At the same time, you know, I think more and more PC gamers are enjoying playing PC games in their living room. So obviously, you know, it supports any DirectX input controller. So like Xbox 360 controller for Windows, if you've got one of those, that'll work. Microsoft actually just released drivers for the Xbox One controller a few days ago. This was a surprise to me. So immediately I downloaded them and tried them on the game. Works beautifully. It actually feels wonderful. So I totally recommend playing the game that way. Another thing about, you know, keyboard and mouse, people are really, really used to that really nice, responsive, fast feel on the mouse. So when you're playing Dead Rising 3, we absolutely have that. You can actually kind of turn and aim even faster than you could with a controller, because that's something that, you know, keyboard and mouse gamers expect.
So in terms of Connect functionality and stuff, is that handled like if you turn that off in the Xbox One game?
Yeah, so the Connect and Smart Glass, those two features are remaining Xbox One exclusive, so they're not included in the PC version. So you won't be able to use Connect and you won't be able to use Smart Glass on DR3 for the PC.
You're not screaming and pushing the controller away?
Unfortunately, no. That was a fun part of it. I mean, I know a lot of people have very mixed feelings about Connect, but for DR3 it was great. You know, you get grappled by a zombie, just knock them off.
Actually, I think a lot of people didn't even realize that it was Kinect that they were playing when they did that.
Yeah, I know. I think there were some people who thought, oh, the controller's motion sensitive. No, it was the Kinect, and you know, we were really happy to get it in there.
So that takes us to the second big announcement that you're making in these couple of weeks with Dead Rising 3. And I think you're going to have to help me here.
Oh, I believe that you're referring to Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha, am I right?
Yes, and I'm so thankful that it's not a standalone release that we have to put into the database.
Oh,
it's just DLC. It's fine. It's part of Dead Rising 3.
Cool. Yeah, that game, that piece of DLC, you know, it started off as kind of, you know, this little, you know, thing. What could we do that's very Capcom themed, kind of a love letter to Capcom fans, and it just grew and grew and grew as the team started putting their favorite bits of Capcom culture and heritage into it. And it's really, really fun. It's a really, really good experience. You know, up to 4 players online. We announced it yesterday, and it was available as soon as we announced it. And we've already had a really cool reaction. People seem to love playing it. So unfortunately, we have no plans to bring it to the PC right now. That's still Xbox One exclusive, but you can play it right now, and it's a ton of fun.
I think that's something that's really like a brand new trend here at E3, that a lot of stuff is like, oh, by the way, it's coming out now. Yeah. You can get it now. Sort of bringing everyone who's watching at home into the whole E3 experience. You get something new during E3 to play as well, not just watch the streams and watch the content, but actually play new stuff during E3.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool thing that we've seen. You know, this is entertainment, right? And people love this stuff, you know. Certainly they also love, you know, kind of the build up to this next big release, and they kind of track it and watch every single news story. But every now and then it feels really good to be able to say, hey, here's this really cool new thing. It's a surprise and exciting, and you know what? Go play it right now. Yeah, so that's been really cool.
All right. So I guess from what I heard, the PC version is coming out pretty soon as well. It's not that far away?
Yeah, it's coming out very soon. We don't have an exact release date for you yet, but look for it in the summer 2014.
On Steam and anywhere else?
Yep, it's available on Steam, and for Europe, it's also going to be a retail release, so you can buy it on disc. But all the matchmaking and everything is done through Steam.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for coming and checking out Capcom and Dead Rising 3. Thanks.